Grown Man Record Note is brought to you in part by Menon. It's also filmed before a live studio audience. Boom! Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. This is the place to be on a Friday night. Look at this colorful shot we got going on here. We got Jay with the wearing the, what is it, a Grateful Dead tie-dye shirt?
Yes, sir.
Looking smart,
Yes,
Jay.
sir. Yes, sir.
I got the purple, repping the Prince this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I guess that's why you're wearing purple.
It's that.
Kitty's going to get some dinner.
Yeah, she's gonna bring back. You know, we'll talk about that in momentarily.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I talked about this is Woods of Terror. Did we talk about that on the show? I wrote a song for wrote a song for a local horror trail, haunted trail.
It's a very popular one.
Very big deal. Wrote their song, promo song, and they finally gave like a final lump sum to just be like, okay, it's ours, don't worry about it. So that's pretty cool. But that's what shirt this is. It just happens to be that it's purple. And we're celebrating some purple rain, and we'll get to that momentarily.
Was that news this week?
It was, and we'll get to that momentarily, Jay. But before we get into some, I need to jump into some housekeeping stuff.
Yeah. Got bills to pay.
We got bills to pay. What a fucked up show it was last week. I don't like using the F word on the program, folks. We try to keep it semi-family friendly. We had a fucked up show last week. That may have been, no, it was by far the drunkest I've ever been on a Grown Man Record Night program.
Yeah, Steve did a good job of not losing it with you.
And Steve was pretty messed up too now. And then, you know, we have a good time every week, but Derek, that is Derek Brady of Albuquerque, New Mexico, right there. God almighty. But usually, I mean, we're no strangers to, you know, Mr. Alcohol. So we're grown men. We know how to participate in that particular fashion. Last week was one of those times where you step over to fashion.
Yeah.
I went backwards in fashion.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is the point in when I would normally apologize, but fuck off, get your own show.
Yeah, don't apologize.
No, I'm just kidding.
No one.
But it's no. That's the spirit of the program, and every now and then a grown man gets a little carried away, and that's what happened last week. Well, you know, Steve's dad had passed,
right,
and so we're sending him off in the proper way. Right. And speaking of which, that's why Steve's not here this weekend. His father's service is this weekend, so thoughts and prayers across the board. And y'all think about him now.
That's a southern thing.
Thoughts and prayers, baby. I mean, Jay, shit. Family's going to be going through some times down there now. Y'all think about him now. Tilt a little up to him, ain't it? Shit, ain't nothing wrong with it now. Yeah. Hell, Jay, shit. Jay brought some Dewar's Scotch over. It's blended. Before anybody gets excited, it's blended.
Yeah, it's just Scotch whiskey.
Yeah, it's blended Scotch. No single malt.
I can't afford that. I can't afford single malt.
Let's do a lap together. You brought Scotch, but it's not single malt. Let's just do a lap together. No, I actually don't mind this.
I mean, I can't afford.
You want
malt.
some?
No. I can't afford malted Scotch.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey.
You know, again, we did it last week, but we'll do it now. Hats off to Steve's Pops, man.
Yeah.
Service to the country. Sergeant Major. So, hey, man. And I hope Steve has I don't know, good luck down there. I don't know. What do you say somebody's going down there for a funeral? Good luck.
Break a leg?
No. I don't think any of those things apply. But anyhow, I don't know. What do you say? Got my elbow up like a damn
sailor.
Smorgasbord.
Like you're saluting. Yeah. Steve's dad was one tough SOB, it sounds like.
Yeah, it seems like he really was. I just talked about this earlier, Jay, but I'll say it for everybody at home on the program. Things are falling. This is
I think a can just exploded.
this is bad Scotch,
Yeah.
but pretty good whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not
Compare
a
this to
whiskey-
any other kind of whiskey, any kind of bourbon, or just
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm not a bourbon drinker. And
It's not bad.
So that's why it doesn't appeal to me as much.
No, but it's not shitty. It's really not.
Good.
So also, in addition to being just floor drunk last week, we had the possum. The kitty brought a dead baby possum
I
through
remember
the
that.
window, and it's crazy. She also did that another time this week, along with a baby bunny. She is a stone cold assassin killer. This cat is
Possum's kind of.
crazy.
Hats
Jay.
off to Steve.
Hats off to Steve.
For covering that
He
incident.
broke her heart.
That was pretty ballsy of Steve to do.
Yeah. I removed one this week as well.
Yeah, pretty ballsy of you to do too.
I don't know. I was just tired
I
and ill.
hadn't had my tetanus shot, so.
So that was nuts. And then we got, last week, in So to Speak, we did the Rowdy Roddy Piper all out of bubblegum
Yes.
soda, which was really
Yes.
good, from the movie They Live. And so
Apparently, it wasn't very popular in the United States.
well, we brought the clip in. We played the clip from They Live, and what they ended up doing. And I should have thought about it, but again, I was so flipping tore out of my gourd. There's no way in hell I would have thought of this. That was copyrighted, got us popped by YouTube, and 245 countries couldn't see last week's episode. That sucks.
It's a damn shame.
And we got some brothers in Iceland. We got some brothers in England, Denmark.
We're huge in Great Britain.
So
Our ratings are way up over there.
yeah. So I was pissed because that's cool. Those guys are that far away and they listen to what us fucking assholes say every week, hanging out on a Friday night. So that's pretty cool. And I felt stupid. But anyhow. It happens. I could have went back and hacked it out of the middle, but you know what? We'll just let it ride.
ain't
I
like
was
that,
I was really messed up anyhow.
You ain't like that.
I ain't like that beat, but it is still on Ustream. If you want to go check it out, the Ustream address, ustream.tv/channel/Machete Miller. You can go still check out that episode, even if you're across the pond, so to speak. Cross promotion. See what I did there?
Yeah.
So you can go check out that episode. I think they keep them 30 days over yonder, so just go check it out. Books.
Like books.
Check them out. Books. Check them out. What the hell else happened last weekend?
Last weekend?
Nothing? That was the last thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, okay, folks. The big deal this week, by far. And, of course, we're going to get into it a little bit, is Prince passed away yesterday. And, it's crazy. We had a local DJ who had heard through the grapevine that dude had been on some heroin.
Come on now.
Had to get a
Come
narc.
on. Do we have breaking news?
No.
Are you breaking news?
No, that's not confirmed. I'm not gonna say things without sources. But the rumor was, it was a rumor, total rumor. When he landed in Moline, Illinois, it wasn't for flu-like symptoms, that he actually had to go to the hospital, and they gave him a Narcan shot, which is for overdose of opioids. So, I don't know, but I feel real bad. What a tremendous musical talent. And I'll tell you, my Prince story is very clean and quick and simple. Not at all. When I was a kid, especially around these parts in the South, I don't know. There was a guy playing music, and I was young, but he's wearing a blouse like a woman, and he's singing all kind of high and crazy, and I'm like, it wasn't my cup of tea, especially as a young man coming up, okay? And then, I don't even have to tell you what older people around this area would have said about somebody wearing those types of outfits and, being of that. And didn't think anything of it. It just sounded like, and then I hit the 90s, you know what I'm saying? And I was really into like grunge music and stuff like that. So now everything from the 80s is corny. It's all corny bullshit.
Where are we going with this?
And I'm just saying, as time moved on and I started looking back, and I got past the fact that, you can dress like a straight up, prom date woman for all I care. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. None of that shit freaks me out. As a matter of fact, I'm all for it because one of my biggest pleasures in life, and it's a phrase a friend of ours used to say all the time, and I'll never get rid of it. It's like somebody's like, hey man, what you doing this weekend? Oh, just freaking out a bunch of squares, man. That's my joy in life, freaking out squares. Whether doing it myself, not so much, or, well, sometimes, or, you know, cathartically watching somebody freak somebody out by even just who they are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So none of that shit bothers me.
Yeah.
And then especially as I started playing guitar, started noticing, oh, wait a minute, this guy from the 80s, this cornball dude from the 80s, what a killer guitar player this guy is.
Yes.
And then I start kind of working backwards from there and being like, oh, he played all these instruments on this album? Crazy. List of achievements is just...
Won a lot of Grammys, so they must have been pretty good.
Oh, tons. Grammys, and he actually was nominated for an Academy Award, right?
That I cannot confirm or deny.
Where's the shit? I got it. I know he's number 27 on the list of artists of all time.
Yeah, he was my cousin.
One of the best-selling artists of all time.
My cousin tweeted last night that he wasn't a fan, but he was on his bucket list of people to see if he ever came back around.
Yeah. Here it is, right here, folks. 100 million records worldwide, making one of the best-selling artists of all time. 7 Grammys, Golden Globe, an Academy Award. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2004. Number 27 on the list of 100 greatest artists of all time. Pretty crazy.
I'm going to throw something out there to you.
Sure.
Then I'll probably get some heat over there.
Oh, here we go.
Get somebody on the internet.
I don't know, man. It was just like, whatever.
No. I put Michael Jackson right here and him right there.
Oh, and that was the thing in the 80s was, you're a Michael Jackson guy, you're a Prince guy. I remember older kids talking about that.
But I think I put them neck and neck as far as...
You know, we did that with Nirvana and Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
But nowadays,
musically, Prince obviously surpasses Michael Jackson. But they're both entertainers too, though, you know?
Yeah, and there's... I don't know, but I mean, it's a pretty dead heat, I would say. I
kind of remember... This as morbid sounding as it is, you kind of think about, well, who had the bigger reaction when they died, you know?
Well, probably Michael.
Yeah.
I will say, though, the national news this morning leading off, the first 15 minutes of the program was Prince.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not expect that type of reaction by far. And, you know, it's funny, I have to admit, or I have to at least say...
Oh my God.
What?
Holy shit.
There's a possum?
Yes, please, Christ God, fuck.
Where at?
It's between the dryer and the fucking...
Is it alive?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we got a live possum.
All right, you'll go to graphic and...
Okay. Okay, we got to...
I'll dance or something.
Yeah, do it. Oh, you want me? No. No, you go in there and get it.
No, don't get the house.
Why don't we just let him do his thing while we're doing the show? All right, Jay, tell us a story. Tell us your best Prince story. You had some Prince stories.
I had one Prince story.
Okay. Say it slow, Jay.
This happened in the 80s when Prince was the biggest thing around. It was, I don't know if it was like the 1999 tour or whatever, but he came to Greensboro. And my cousin, who was probably 25 or so at the time, was a huge Prince fan, but didn't get tickets to the show because it sold out so quickly. And there, I thought that was it crawling up the wall there. Anyway, so back to the story. The possum, by the way, is getting ready to jump out and
Shut up, Jay.
attack.
Did you do that? Holy shit.
Yeah, they lurch. They're like,
No, it popped its
they lurch like,
and looked at me and was like,
they lurch like spider monkeys, from what I hear.
shut the fuck up, Jay. Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm serious. But Mike's on his way back.
Okay.
How's it going in there?
I don't see possum.
Well, can we get a live report from the kitchen? Take the remote mic with you next time you go.
Yeah. This, we got a situation. Go get the cat. Where's the cat?
Did she jump out the window?
No, she's around here somewhere.
Kitty, kitty.
Hear it?
Yeah, but it's probably dying.
Yeah, hopefully.
It looked all like bright-eyed and
take my ninja sword in there.
How big was it?
An animal?
How big was it?
Not small, Jay.
Oh Jesus!
Like 2 feet?
This is, folks. We're not making all this up.
Where
This-
is your cat? The one time she'd be useful.
I don't know what's going on here. Things are happening.
I haven't had my rabies shot, by the way.
Seriously.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Jay needs his rabies shot. I don't know what's happening.
Well, we're gonna get eaten by a.
There's a rabid possum in
Yeah.
here.
And it's fucking hissing and shaking shit.
Yeah, hit it with this sword.
With the sword.
It'll cut it in half.
Dead puppies.
It'll cut it in half.
You know I can't do that.
Sure you can.
Right.
Can't, never could.
You got your
I
gun?
won't do that. Oh my god.
There it is. There it is. All right,
There you
that's a
go.
cat. That's a full-grown cat.
That size?
Cat.
Yeah.
Okay. Folks, we got a
We might
situation.
need-
Please, boy, please.
Do you want to go to? You want to go?
Look, there it is. There's space. Look right now. Please,
Do you want to go to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not big. That's a ferret.
Jay, motherfucker.
That's a cute little ferret.
Are we gonna murder it?
Nah, don't. Just get a box. All right, I'm sitting here staring at the possum in the house. It looks like a ferret. Just let it get in the box and then take it out. He's just gonna play possum.
Man,
All right, we got a situation
this is just stupid.
with the.
We're not making this up.
We're trying to trap the possum as we speak.
Seriously.
I'm not good at this breaking news thing, like just entertaining people. We're probably losing viewers as we.
There's a possum. Jay, I'm not.
Just in case.
I love you all, but good on.
Well, let's take some questions. Let's take some questions from the chat room.
All right.
Let's just
That's
do the
about
show.
it.
We'll just finish the show.
Just do the show. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll finish it up.
he'll
second.
land in the he'll land in the thing.
All right.
So
Okay. There's a machete on the counter. If
I was going to take some questions from the audience.
Are you gonna field some?
Oh, Finn! Just let it crawl in
let's
there.
leave it
Yeah,
alone.
just let it crawl in there. You're gonna provoke it.
All right. We're back. This is a serious situation. Wow. All right. Let's talk about what we
We
pulled.
got a Code Brown in the kitchen right
Coach
now.
Brown, I got some Dukes. I got some Duke stains. Damn it. But anyhow, the print shit, Steve was nice enough before he went out of town. He loaned us these couple of albums here. This is the self-titled deal in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 79 and an 81, if I believe it's correct. 79 and no 82 for 1999. And so we played a couple of sides off of each of those to mellow the mood and play some tribute. And I'll tell you for what we played this evening as we're going into that area of the program, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
We talked a lot about records that we played.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the
Okay.
situation also over there.
Um,
Uh-oh, all right.
This is
All right,
gonna
it's
be
getting ready to turn
oh,
ugly.
now the cat's in there. You're just gonna let her kill it mercilessly,
Yes.
In front of you?
kitty.
Are you going to clean it up?
No.
Okay.
Cat don't care. Cat's
Cat
ready to
don't
go to
care.
bed.
Kitty, God damn it.
Cat's ready to go to bed.
What the fuck was I saying?
Cat just got it in the house. That was her goal.
No,
But
that's
she
not
knows
what I
once
was
she's
saying.
in the house.
That's not what I was saying.
You know,
I was talking about Prince.
I don't know.
I don't know. Steve was nice enough to leave us those two records.
Yeah.
Thanks so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And, oh, the stuff I've been playing this evening, what we played. Bands that are also from Minnesota, as well as Prince's influences. Notable that, actually, public knowledge that that they're actually Prince's influences.
I'm just watching the cat try to get away.
No! No!
Oh, Lord. That's funny.
All right, let's talk about what we played.
Next time this happens, I'm going to get the camera and, like, we're going to go...
This is all, we're not making this up.
No.
See, now she wants to leave because you were mole hauling her.
Well,
Yeah.
how does she not know she doesn't host these?
No, because. Just let it happen.
Are you trying to punish her? Or are you trying to feed her?
By shoving her head in there where it is, which she thinks now you're going to chop her head off with something that's in
Yep. That machete.
All right. First out, I had this couple of tracks in my head for a couple of weeks now. And I decided I just got to hear them. And it had nothing to do with anything we were playing or no theme. The Rocky IV soundtrack, I don't care. I don't give a shit, Jay.
I don't give a shit either.
Great jams on this, and No Easy Way Out. And then that training montage.
Yep, with a nice...
What a great jam. Played that bug. And then I started going into some stuff. Now, Prince was, like I said, some notable things that Prince was influenced by I found on the internet. One of those is Miles Davis. And so I pulled out Kinda Blue. A girlfriend got me this Legacy vinyl reissue. Sounds pretty damn good. And we busted out side 2 on this, all blues and flamingo sketches.
The Thomas classic.
Absolutely, and I've got several Miles Davis, but it kind of felt like playing that one. It felt like it.
No, this is the staple of Miles Davis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's really a possum in the house.
Yeah. Wish we had another camera we could pan to. Kind of
Pots and pan too.
turn us into a two-cam show. A two-cam show.
Yeah, we can make that work. Anyhow, another band. Hey, check this out, folks. I said I was going to play some Minneapolis bands, and so I pulled out a little Hooskadoo.
Yeah. The German band.
This is this is Warehouse Songs and Stories, specially priced 2-record set, and we played side 2. Of course, side 1. These guys are from Minneapolis,
Yep.
or no, St. Paul, I think maybe. No, they're from Minneapolis, maybe St.
I was a little late to the dance with Husker Du.
Yeah,
I didn't
this
care
album
much
I think
for
is
them.
mixed terribly.
Back in the 80s,
It's so trebly that it makes me want to take a drill bit and dig it into my ear.
Oh.
But at the same time, it's a good record and definitely some good songs.
True that.
For sure.
True
It
that.
still could have been recorded better than what it was. I think. In my personal opinion. If you want my personal
In my
opinion.
humble opinion.
Humble. The H is silent, Jay. Don't be ignorant. Another record that's an influence for Prince. He mentioned George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic, so I pulled out a Parliament record, the one we hadn't played in a little bit, Motor Booty Affair, 78 on Fang or Casablanca.
Casablanca,
Yeah. I think his thing was the independent publishing company. Produced and conceived by George Clinton. But we played side A. It's got Mr. Wiggles and a lumpin'.
Use the jagged side if you're going to do it.
This is awesome.
You have no idea what that means.
Pardon?
You have no idea what that means.
This is awesome, or do you use the jagged side?
Either way.
The jagged side will leave bigger mess.
Mom's either way.
Yeah, it's a hell of an instrument. Decided to break off the vibe, the theme, the whatever for the evening, and bust out a little Between the Buried Me.
Yeah.
Because I
was
mean, I
getting
just wanted some.
depressing.
I just wanted some.
It was a depressing vibe tonight.
The
That's the blue
sky
vinyl,
blue
yeah.
vinyl, just blistering progressive metal for nowadays.
Prog metal.
It's as prog metal as it gets nowadays, and still being viable and enjoyable to listen to. Because I mean, there's some other stuff out there, but that's
Very
That's
good
really the bee's
musicianship.
knees.
Very good musicianship.
And then Jay, I played my very favorite Prince album, and Cameraman actually had the 45 for this, and for some reason it's got some tricker cover on it. I mean, it's trying to trick you.
Yeah.
You're getting tricked. Be careful, Jay. You get tricked. Huh? You're not careful. He's not being careful, folks. Because my favorite Prince album or song of all time would, of course, be "Oh Sheila."
Yeah.
And so we played "Oh Sheila" because it's just my favorite jam of all time by Prince. There he is with all of his homeboys on the front of that. He's got some other caption up top for something. But they're all cummerbund out, ready for a nice night on the town. My favorite Prince album.
You ever been cummerbund out?
I've been cummerbund out a few times, Jay.
I was in '95 one time. I got cummerbund out.
There is a few times I've been cummerbund out. I don't really want to get into as much.
No.
But there are times.
Yeah.
Are you going to the mall later?
Are we gonna go to the dollar store later?
The dollar store on the wall?
Third floor.
Third floor.
Kingside Road.
Oh, Route 12 Kingside Road?
Route 12 Kingside
Ross's
Road.
Egorama.
Yeah.
My dad picked up 28 more chickens this week. He's going to be selling dozens of eggs out of the living room window. People are going to pull up in our driveway because there's a sign at the road that says dozen eggs, $3.
Yeah.
Walk up to the window and say, I'd like a dozen eggs. And my dad passes a dozen eggs out the window.
The man that has a gun on the ready for anybody that
And he'll have a gun on his hip. But that's what's going to happen.
God bless your dad.
These new chickens make the brown eggs, Jay.
Does he have a clientele?
Brown eggs.
Your dad have a clientele?
That's a
built
good
up?
deal. That's a good deal.
Eggs?
$3 for a fresh dozen of eggs?
How many does he sell a day?
No, he's not started doing this yet. He just got the chickens.
Oh.
He's had some chickens. Now he got 28 more chickens.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have more, and these are like,
big asshole.
these are chicken producers. Producers.
They're not chicken producers.
No.
Interesting.
What
Very
the-
interesting story.
You said it wrong.
He's going to sell them out the living room window, though. People are going to
That's
walk.
watch.
They're going to walk up on the porch and go to my parents' living room window,
Yeah.
knock on it, and say, all right, and the screen's going to be there. They're going to be like, I'd like a dozen eggs. And my dad's going to open the screen up and hand them a dozen eggs. They'll hand them $3 and keep it moving. That's what's happening.
Are you serious?
I'm dead effing serious. I don't want to swear again. I swore a little bit off the top of the show, and I don't want to get it. Tell me about this record, Jay. We played this. I try not to get too crazy.
See, this is why they ask why, oh, are you going to be on? No, because
You got to be within.
I don't regulate. What if I'm going to...
There's that possum.
But
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
so what is this?
Let's all
record,
take a
Jay?
lap.
You just showed this record. Tell me the hell. Tell me the hell about it, Jay. What is it? You just showed it without saying nothing about
Yeah,
it.
this is sorry. This is the M-Boy Dukes. Journey to the Center of the Mind. This is one of the first records I bought when I first got it back in the vinyl, and I got this for $1.
Really?
Yeah, I got this for
$1.
$1. And the vinyl's good. The cover
Stop.
beat the hell, but
Let it be.
but this is a young Ted Nugent's first band.
That's pretty crazy. Because I really hate Ted Nugent. Jay's a
Oh,
big
did you read
Ted
the
Nugent
back?
fan.
Did you read the back?
I didn't.
The Young Rascals inspired these guys.
Who did?
The Young Rascals.
Oh.
Were the influences.
I like the Young
That's right
Rascals.
on the back. But really Psyche Sound though.
It really is, and that's another
It
name that I don't really
is.
care for.
Psyche?
No, Amboy Dukes.
What's wrong with that?
I think the band is better than the name. Don't you agree?
I don't know what the name means. I don't
I
know.
don't like it.
Kind of like Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy, or what's the other one we were talking about earlier?
Thin Lizzy.
No, there was another one.
REO Speedwagon.
No, there's two names that I hate. What's the
other?
other name I hate? Thin Lizzy and... You
White-
talked about
White
you know who the
Snake.
guitar
I know.
player is.
It's an 80s band.
No,
yeah.
earlier you were like, you know who the guitar player is.
But Thin Lizzy.
Or was it Thin Lizzy?
Yeah, that's right.
There's another one.
I know what you're talking about. It's another hair band.
Oh my God.
I might go back and look at a different show.
Speaking of a Minneapolis cat, I think it was St. Paul, I think, on this guy.
Maybe.
Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. This is an OG 2i Columbia mono.
That's a nice score.
And I got it actually for free. It would have been $1 record, but my mom bought it for me and refused to let me pay her for it. So really, it was
Oh, is this from the library?
for free. Yeah, from the
Oh,
library
okay.
sale.
Yeah, no wonder it's in good shape.
Got several Dylan records in that snatch right there. I said snatch right as you was bending over. That was
Oh,
kind of
Lord.
fun.
I hope I don't have a rip in my pants. That'd be embarrassing.
Rollo Tony Browntown, working on the factory floor, making Rollo candies for every girl and boy. You get a Rollo.
That's a Rolo commercial?
Maybe it is.
Maybe.
Another,
I'm waiting on the possum to make an appearance.
take your mind off of it.
The old possum, George Jones, looking for to make an
Hey,
appearance.
Jay. Screw it. I just handed Jay a screw. See?
That's an old-time comedy.
Clever. I'm a clever man.
It's a great
I don't know if
bit
you
right
folks
there.
can keep up.
Great joke.
If you want to start taking notes, I'm gonna put an overhead projector so that everybody can take notes at home when we do the program.
Yep.
Vis-a-vis pens. You want some vis-a-vis pens?
remember.
I got a full cachet of vis-a-vis pens to write on my overhead projector.
God, kids today don't even know what a overhead projector is. How sad is that?
That's why they're all. See? Nope. This message furnished by the National Football League. No, I'm not going to say anything further on that. Another great influence on Prince's life, James Brown. An excuse to play James
course.
Brown.
Of course.
And I pulled out
James Brown
my
makes you
best
happy.
James Brown record. This album contains Mother Popcorn. It's a mother. I think this is 68, 67.
Wow. Major action.
Major action. This is some major action right here.
It's a mother.
It's a mother. Jay says it.
It's a mother lover.
I agree with it. I know all about it. It's a good deal. Books are a good
How much
deal.
did you pay for that?
$9.74. No, it was a couple of dollars. Because dude said VG
I don't mean to
minus.
sound so vain, but how much did you pay for that?
You're so vain. You
Something's
probably
burning.
think
Smell
the
that?
show is about you,
Yeah,
Jay.
that's
So vain.
Connie, not Connie,
D'Anfranco.
the soccer player?
Connie D'Anfranco from Tulsa University. Now batting.
Connie D'Anfranco? Is that an Italian guy that plays in the majors?
I'm having a midlife crisis. It's
Tulsa?
fairly early for me. Played the that Weezer that came out last year, side 2. I picked up. It was a dig of the week a couple of weeks ago. Everything will be all right.
Yeah.
Thought that was appropriate. Everything will be all right for people freaking out. Prince dying.
I'm more freaked out about the possum.
Yeah, there is a possum. I keep forgetting. See, that's what I'm talking.
You can wake up in the morning
Learn to forget.
and your head's going to be gnawed on.
If it makes me mad enough, I'll take that machete and I'll show it who the fucking human is. This what'll happen. But I'm trying not to do that. And right now, I could go in there in the situation.
I'm saying, though, like,
With a little bit of drinking,
What if he
I'll just go
voluntarily-
make it go away.
yeah, what if
But
he voluntarily...
tomorrow I'll be a more, oh, bro, let's set up a net and put it outside. And right now I'll be like, let's stomp his fucking head in, son. We got it. Let's do it.
You're
But I don't-
scaring me.
But we don't need to do that.
You're scaring me.
So I'll wait and deal with it tomorrow. Fred Sanford taught me anything you can do today, you can do just as good tomorrow.
You're really... we thought that was the thing.
I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, yeah, that's a beer bottle, and that's a possum in there.
No.
Yeah, there's a possum in there playing with the bottle. Are you on graphic?
No, I'm not. The stuff was... This track is going nuts, so I had to...
Oh, it's caught.
Huh?
It was, like,
You're
stuck.
caught.
You hear that?
I do hear it. It
Yeah.
is a just put it out of your mind, Jay.
Possum drinking a beer in there.
Just put it out of your mind.
Possum drinking beer in the green room.
The possum is drinking beer in the green room.
We're going to bring it on later. Let's bring it on. Do an interview, in-depth interview with
He
the
didn't
possum.
send in a clip. I like to do a pre-show interview before I have a guest on. I like to do a little pre-interview, get a little idea of where the questions are going to end up. You know what
A
I'm saying?
questionnaire.
And that doesn't give me much of a chance to prepare, and I'm not exactly comfortable with the situation. We had one more record we played. It was a Secret Chiefs record. I don't know what you call that. It's forums.
Oh, it's a secret.
And,
It's a secret.
Radar. It's one of the lives, the 7 inches you pick up at the show. But I mean, I
Was
love
this
this.
signed? Didn't you get this signed?
No, this is not one of the ones I got signed. This is James, actually, was on the show a few weeks ago. He picked this up for me at a live show that I didn't go to. And then the one I did go to, I got 2 albums, and I got them 2 7 inches. I got them signed.
All right.
So
I think it's out on the floor now.
huh?
I think it might be out on the floor now.
Jay, I think you're just over.
Anxious?
You're over anxious. It's just a possum. It's not Ultraman.
It's just a Possum Dylan.
It's not
Remember that
Ultraman.
band?
It's not.
Possum Dylan?
It's not a space shuttle that needs one booster fired because the other one's going to explode it. It's just these space camp references do anything for anybody?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll work more on it. See, and he's interrupting me now. So now I'm going to take the machete and end this
All right.
MFer's life shortly.
Yeah. After the show.
Maybe I'll do that in lieu of so to speak this week. We'll see. I don't know.
Can I be the videographer?
But I tell you what, folks, let's get into Dig of the Week this week. Now, this is a rather strange Dig of the Week. And
Wait.
I'll say this because I'll say this because normally Dig of the Week is the stuff that we pick up from.
It's like on the movie set of Gremlins.
Yeah, I got some more records. What happened to my other records?
They're here.
Those are yours.
No, those are yours.
You give them to me then, Jay. I won't tell you nothing about
I
it.
ain't gonna tell you anything.
You don't know
You
anything.
can take jack shit, man.
So, the spirit of Dig of the Week originally was...
It's on your counter.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm wondering if it's playing on top of the washer, seriously.
You're on top of the washer. No. Have a seat. Here we go. So, the spirit of Dig of the Week was not supposed to necessarily be, you have to go out every week and buy records. Because here's the thing. I'm not really out of money. I'm out of space. I don't have any more shelves to put records in. I'm starting to stack things up. Things are becoming a problem. So if there's a week that kind of, I'm like, I'm not going to go buy records. And by the way, next week we won't be doing the show. Old Bananas is going to be on call next week. I don't do shows when I'm on call, so this will be the last show for a couple of weeks. Anyhow, what was I talking about?
I don't know.
What brought me into that?
I don't know.
No. Normally what Dig of the Week becomes is what we bought that week. We shouldn't have to, and when we started Dig of the Week, the idea was
show and tell.
It was show and tell. It was not a matter of what we actually purchased this week. We would set up little themes or certain things, but we've gotten away from that, and now we like, oh my God, I don't have anything for Dig of the Week. Let me run to the record store, and it's like, wait a minute, shouldn't have to do that. It's not a big, you know what I'm saying, So this week
it became a dick measuring contest.
it became a dick measuring contest, and now I'm just out of space. So here's what we're going to do tonight: is a new little segment as part of, and it's a true Dig of the Week. But it's a new segment we would like to call the Grown Man Record Night Sleepers. So what we're going to do is...
Is this a weekly thing?
No.
I'm talking about just going back to a theme every week.
Yeah, this is it. The theme tonight is Grown Man Record Night Sleepers. Now, this is records that maybe not everybody would think would be great records.
Or these records that would... There it is.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
That's not big.
All right.
Hey, are you on graphic?
Yep. Tell us a story, Jack.
I'm going to step out of the way here. Just play with it, you know? All right. I'll finish my Prince story with my sister. This is so.
Tell your Prince story.
Well, so I am. So she came to Greensboro, and my cousin couldn't get tickets. They sold out in like 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. So my mom was a dermatologist. She retired like 5 years ago. She was a dermatologist for like over 30 years, and Prince was playing, him in Greensboro for the show, and one of the crew or one of the band members or whatever it was, I forget, came to her doctor's office. Did you get it?
Cute.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't. I don't want to chork it.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I think it's harmless.
Yeah, I don't want to chork it.
Um,
The cat will end up chorking it for me.
where's it at?
It went back down in yonder.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I told you
What
I
the hell?
saw it up there earlier. You know.
Yeah. Jesus, Harold.
But are you out of breath?
No, it's just a situation.
All right. But anyway, my mom told whoever it was that my cousin was a huge fan and he couldn't get tickets at the show.
All right.
And so, you know, he didn't have any tickets, I guess, or whatever. But he went out to the car afterwards and like brought it back this nice glossy 8x10.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. My Prince story was it was a local DJ that was a friend of ours. We went to school with her. She worked at a local record store, Peaches. You guys may know Peaches Records and Tapes back in the day.
Yep.
And so when Prince came in, he was playing in town. Prince came in with his entourage or whatever, and they made everybody get out of the store. Customers and employees, everybody out and had to just leave. So it was just like Prince and his few people in his entourage and the store manager.
To make sure he didn't steal.
And he just kind of perused around and he ended up buying like a Led Zeppelin box set on CD. That's what happened.
Good
That's
story.
what Prince bought in Greensboro, North Carolina. Isn't that weird? Don't worry about it, Jay. Don't be looking in there. Don't be looking in there. So these are sleepers tonight.
Yeah.
But I did want to mention a couple of, you know, I was talking about busting out stuff that Prince was influences, a couple I didn't get to.
Yep.
Little Richard, obviously, kind of looks like the mug for honest sake. This is the real thing. Little Richard, what do you call it? Muscle Shoals
record.
album.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Time, of course, associated with Prince, Morris Day and the Time. Quality Business, we didn't get to play that.
I like that record.
We may still play this one. Another big influence in Prince's life, Jimi Hendrix. This is Midnight Lightning. And we need to,
I got my eye on it.
we should probably play that later. You know, even though we didn't really get to it before the show, we should play that one because I kind of pulled it out. All right, so let's talk about some sleepers, Jay. Some for real sleepers. So tell me about something. You got something?
Yeah, hold on. 3 was the rule, right?
I brought 3. You can do what you want, Jay.
No.
Tell me a sleeper. This may be something you see all the time. And you're like, oh, whatever, and you listen to it, it's great. Or something maybe you don't run across very often at all, and you don't really know what the hell it is, and you play it, and it's great.
Mine are
A couple of those for me.
a little mix.
That's my mix. I got a mix.
All right. Buck Owens.
Oh, I love Buck Owens.
This is, without a doubt, the best country record I own.
It's fantastic. What a great record.
This is him and his rockabilly. And this has Don Rich, which he died early on, but he plays the Telecaster.
He
Like
just died a couple of years ago.
No.
Don Rich?
He died,
Pretty sure.
He died like in their heyday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it was an anniversary or something. I remember us talking about Don Rich.
But he could play a Telecaster like it's nobody's business.
yeah, the chicken picking. He is chicken picking.
So, yeah. So this
sure.
is one of my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite country, but it's one of my favorite. And it was $1. This is one where we live. You can find country records all day for $1.
Sure.
And this was one of those I found. So I was real happy to get it.
Nice.
This was, I think all 3. Well, 2 of the 3 I'm showing are like records that I got. It was one of my first records I
Early
bought.
in the collection?
Yes.
It's funny how that works,
It was
man.
within the first. This is within the first 20 that I owned.
I was telling Jay earlier, I was flipping through trying to look for some stuff that I wanted to talk about. And I'm flipping through these records and be like, holy shit, my record collection. Like, banger after banger after banger. And not being like braggy, but and I know it's stuff I like because it's shit I bought. I mean, you know what I mean?
Stuff you forget about.
But it's stuff I forget about, and I'm just flipping through, and I'm like, one after the other. I'm like, holy shit, what a record collection. That's great. That's how you're supposed to feel about your record collection, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And, you know, Jerry Belson's would be different from mine, from Jerry Davis or yours, you know what I mean? They're all different, but you should still feel that same way about your record collection, I think. What do you guys think? I don't really care. Don't tell me.
Where's the possum think? That's all I want to know.
Let's kill it. No,
That possum's friendly enough to just bring on air and
we
shoot
could.
a segment.
He
We
did-
should a segment.
He did hiss at me.
Yeah.
He went,
Did he show you his teeth?
he did.
That's a sign of.
I'll show him mine and I'll chop
yeah.
his head off.
That's a sign of
I'm barbaric, Jay.
whatever.
I'm a barbaric gentleman.
Do me a show all three. Or do you want to do like?
I'll do one now.
All right.
Now, a couple of these are records that I have actually mentioned and talked about a few times, especially in like what we played here on the program, but I've never actually spent any significant amount of time talking. Now, some of these I can't talk that much about because I don't know that much about it. But I will say this. This record, we've played this over and over and over again in what we played. And I've never really taken a second, maybe except early on when I first bought it, to talk about it. It's this band called 30-06. This is Hagseed, and it's 1995, I want to say. Yep, 1995, Mute Corporation. And I did a little digging on this shit here, and the only thing I can tell is they played their last show in like 96, and they considered themselves emo then, which if you told me I liked an emo band now, I would, in true emo fashion, slit my wrist, because I mean, emo is ridiculous, but they consider themselves emo, but they're thick and heavy guitar sounds, which comes out pretty singing. I don't know, like
Pretty singing, like gospel.
Pavement,
She had a
Rival
very pretty
Schools.
voice.
I'm kind of thinking like that kind of thing, but it's a Portland band. So maybe our buddy Curtis knows some shit about it since he's a Portland guy. 95, 96. But these guys are good, and it's something that I don't know if you ever just thumbing through bins real fast. If you see 30-06, take an extra second and check it out. It's a good band.
Chances
Thick.
are you won't ever see it in your local.
It's
record
almost
bin,
like
but-
Helmet, but more emo-y, more singy than Helmet, but it's got those sing type riffs.
Right.
A good band for sure. All right, Jay, do you do one?
All right. This is another one I picked up when I was very new into buying records.
Fix your
And-
mic. Where's your mic at? Somebody says
here.
fix your mic.
Right here.
Get up close. You got to project into it.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
Get off my ass.
get on it.
This is one I took a chance on
Okay.
when I saw this
Oh,
early
yeah.
on, and then I got home and found out it's a pretty good record and it's worth a little bit of money.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think
Lord
so.
Such and Heavy Friends. This was a one-off record of this. Lord Such was, I think it was like some millionaire over in England.
Yeah, I remember that
And,
story. Sort of.
And he just had so much money, he wanted to be a musician and record a record and sing. So he called his friends, Jimmy Page and Noel Redding.
Those are some great friends to have.
and Jeff Beck, I believe, is on
Wow.
there. Yeah, Jeff Beck.
Man, I've
John
been
Bonham on drums.
I've been meaning to play Jeff Beck for like 2 weeks now, but I digress.
So he says, like, hey, can you, like, come over and cut a record? And they all agreed. And it's a garagey rock record. I mean,
Wow.
so they mix it up, you know, as far as, like, you know, heavy songs and slower songs. And,
Yeah.
But it's a good record.
Yeah, I remember you brought that over before. That's really good.
I got that for, like, $5 back in the day.
Yeah,
And it's a promo in, like, mint condition. And it's worth a little bit of money.
that's
So-
cool. Hey, you know, when I my next selection here, there was a time where Steve Fever and myself went digging with Chris Brzezinski, Chris from Dixieland Farms. You guys probably know. If you don't know, go check out his YouTube channel. Although I'm sure probably everybody that watches this show knows Chris. And Dave, DJ Thunder 1970. And so, Jay, don't worry about possums. We're in here.
Okay.
No, we're in here. You're diverting your attention.
You ever walk by the geese, the mother geese,
Geese.
right off the sidewalk and they hiss at you?
Geese.
That's what it's going to be like leaving tonight.
Yeah, it could be.
It's going to hiss at me while I walk through there.
That's all right.
And I'm going
Hiss
to
back at
speed
it.
up.
Hiss back
No,
at it.
I'm not that crazy.
Anyhow, we all went digging together, and it was funny because it was Cameraman, when Cameraman lived here, his very last day before he was like moving out. We'd already set the thing, and me and Steve and Chris and Dave got together and we did a little digging at a couple of our favorite antique spots, just 20, 30 miles from here. And each got some great records that day. And one thing, we had scored on some records just sporadically.
Y'all scored on records together?
And Chris mentioned
What's that burning smell?
he picked this up, probably a bug in the lamp. He picked this up and said, you need to get this. And I'm like, ah. And I had a stack of like, you know, Cream and Deep Purple and a couple of jazz records from Jimmy Smith. And he's like, this thing called Jay and Kai, Jai and Kai +6. And it's got all these little cartoony characters playing trombone. It says the Jay and Kai Trombone Octet. And I'm like, okay, I don't, you know, I got a lot of good records over here. I'm going to have to start putting stuff back. And he was like, no, seriously, get this. And I think this is a 2-eye Columbia.
It'll change your
no,
life.
it's a 6-eye Columbia.
It'll change your life.
6-eye Columbia. And even though it's trombone, some of the best jazz I own. For sure. I mean, it's J.J. Johnson, Kai Winding, the first of the 6 trombonists, including 2 bass trombonists who accompany these cats on this recording. Released as mono in 56. Man, that's early as shit, man. 56. This reached the number 3 position in the Billboard Jazz chart. I don't know what the jazz chart was in the late 50s. That may mean shit. I don't know. But it's pretty cool, and it's a great pickup. Jay and Kai. If you see these guys, even though it's trombone, and you're thinking like, yeah, I'm a Miles Davis guy, I'm a Coltrane guy,
it's
blah,
the
blah,
same,
blah.
It's along the same.
It's bop.
Yeah.
It's some
It's along
good,
the same.
hard bop.
I've got
bop.
a J.J. Johnson record at home. It was my first 6 I ever got.
Really?
Yeah, it's a live one. It's him, Nat Adderley. And
Oh, Nat Adderley on there now.
I think it's the guy that played drums on the one we're going to hear, the Kind of Blue. Chamberlain?
Bill Evans?
Chamberlain? Oh,
No, he's a piano player. Dennis Chambers? No, what am I
no,
talking
Dennis
about?
Chambers. What was,
Um,
well, here I can tell you.
uh,
But anyway,
Aya Consuela?
yes. I don't know.
Do it. Gil Evans?
I get maybe.
Bill
Butner.
Bill Davis?
Anyway, so
John Train. You know Billy Train?
Yeah.
John Train's blood brother.
yeah, they're really blood brothers.
Let's do another one.
Oh,
It's your time.
the last one I got was a band I heard on college radio of all places,
Okay.
like the big one, you know, in Greensboro.
Yep.
Heard it one afternoon, and they said that was a band called The Shoes, and they said the name of the song,
Huh.
and I was like, that's fucking awesome. It's like, sorry, I didn't mean to use that word.
Oh,
But
language.
it was a late 70s, early 80s new wave band. But
Okay,
they
yeah.
were raw, like it sounded like they were making it in their basement.
Like Talking Heads or Television or something like that. Yeah.
And it was this band called Shoes, and I went to my favorite store, Hippo, in Greensboro.
Yeah.
Walked in there, was digging through the dollar records. One of their records was right there.
Are they from here? Or?
They're from Michigan, I want to say.
Okay.
So
I don't know these
or
guys.
Illinois.
See, this is what we're
They're
talking
an
about.
80s band called Shoes.
See, this is cool dig of the week shit. That's what I'm
And,
talking about. You ain't got to buy it this week.
Yeah, and I've had this.
I'll
I don't
throw
think-
up,
I don't think
Jay.
I've ever brought it over here.
I'll throw
This
up.
is a sealed record I got for $1. though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But and I haven't opened it, but I've listened to it on iTunes, and it's pretty. It's good new wave garage sounding shit.
Cool.
So
That's
yeah.
kind of stuff I'm talking about.
It's a major label Electro Records. So what now? It's not
So
a
what year?
valuable record.
What year?
This is probably late
79?
70s. Yep, 79.
Okay. All right.
That's what I got. So.
Cool. I got one more to talk about. Now, this actually happens to be a Prince hometown. This is Minneapolis record.
Oh yeah.
This is a prog band from the 70s called Gypsy, not to be confused with
Gypsy Road.
another band.
Gypsy Road.
There's another band, like an English band called Gypsy. It's different. This is a prog rock album, and this is In the Garden. These guys are from, let's see, they formed as the Unibeats,
The what?
house band, the Whiskey A Go Go, for about 8 months.
Okay.
known for their in 1970 for their U.S. Billboard Hot 100 single, Gypsy Queen Part 1 and 2. Composed, written by blah, blah. Let's see, singer Enrico Rosenbaum, drummer Bill Lorden, and went on to play with Sly and the Family Stone, as long as a long career with Robin Trower.
Drummer of Bill Ward?
No. Yeah, very cool. So this is In the Garden is the second album they did. Peaked at 173 on the Billboard chart, and it's on Bedrock Albums. So, but the cool thing about this one is it's a great prog rock album that you don't see very much, but it's very good. It's very good. But check out this vertical gatefold. And this is an early Growman Record Night record we used to talk about. Look at this shit. Hold that guy. Look at the record comes out the bottom.
Okay.
How freaking cool is that, man?
Really freaking cool.
Yeah, and it's a good record too. It's got some great tunes on it. So that's my big
Big
sleeper.
ticket item.
That's my sleeper. That's a big sleeper. And we had a couple. There's some good sleepers. That last one you did, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one and the one I did. The last one I
that's
did.
one of my-
and
yeah.
Jay and Kai.
That's one of my favorite
woo.
finds of.
All that shit is bananas good stuff. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick commercial break as we wrap up this Dig of the Week. We'll come back with a quick kind of passing, so to speak, and then we'll do a chip chat.
I might have a possum for, so to speak.
Yeah, let's eat it. We'll fry it up. I don't care, Jay.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll
It's
be
an
right
all-night
back
party.
here on a fantastic HB2
Family
episode
edition.
of
Family edition.
Grown Men Record Night. So we'll be back in just a minute.
I didn't use my antiperspirant yesterday, and I may not today because I feel really dry, even though I perspire heavily. The reason, Mitchum, a spray powerful enough for problem perspiration. With Mitchum, I can even skip a day and remain dry. You can feel the power of its exclusive spray, yet Mitchum is buffered to be mild. Mitchum, in scented or unscented spray, and in cream, liquid, or stick. Mitchum, for problem perspiration.
Mr. Yuck is me. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick. Sick, sick, sick. Sick, sick, sick. Mr. Yuck is me. Mr. Yuck is green.
Mr. Yuck is me. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick. Sick, sick, sick. Sick, sick, sick. Mr. Yuck is me. Mr. Yuck is green.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney?
Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard.
Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred.
Okay? How's about taking a nap?
Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend.
Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobaccos specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
There's a great new taste you can't put down. Conn's corn dogs, they just hit town. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Conn's hot dogs and cornbread, heat and eat. It's a meal on a stick that can't be beat. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Get them at your store in the hot dog section. Conn's corn dogs are pure perfection. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs.
No, that was an accidental sign-off thing we did. We don't want to do that. We ain't signing off, mugs. We ain't signing nobody off, baby.
Mugs.
Mugs. Let's go to a soda speak, Jay.
Who are you, Richard
Pegram,
Pegram? Who are you, Richard Pegram?
drug dealer.
Yeah, supposedly.
So, what we're going to do tonight, we're at a little loss for sodas this evening, but this is something I had in my Frigidaire. Soda. Cheerwine is a big drink in this area, and I love Cheerwine. It's great.
Cheerwine.
I don't drink regular sodas during the week, to be honest. I'm a diet soda guy. Jay, are you a diet soda guy?
Yep.
Jay's also a diet soda guy. So what we have here tonight is a diet Cheerwine. And I have to be a big fan of the diet Cheerwine, and I want to see what Jay thinks about it. So I think it's a good soda speak topic. Because I think diet Cheerwine is a good diet soda. There are some bad ones, even though I do overwhelmingly prefer diet for the day-to-day basis. There are some bad ones for sure. So let's see what you think of the diet Cheerwine, Jay.
Yeah, but you said there were some bad ones. It's not as bad as they were years ago when.
No, it's not the ones with saccharin.
Right.
Which
not
were
that
terrible.
Kind of bad. 'Cause I don't think any of them are that bad.
Do
We
you
hold
drink-
my sword while.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you drink diet Cheerwine at all?
What?
Do you drink diet Cheerwine at all? Normally? No?
All right.
No?
That's scaring me.
You don't normally.
Whoa.
You don't normally do it. So let's see what you think of it now. Jay's trying it. And it's not the coldest soda I've ever had.
It doesn't. Oh, the dot hits you late.
Late,
Yes.
it does. I was going to mention that. That's the one thing I was going to say is
You're scaring me.
later in the experience.
Oh,
The,
whoa.
Okay, here we go. All right, around the horn. Here we go. Around the world. Around the world, just like a yo-yo. Around the world. Here we go. Hey, that's a... All right. Okay, I'm putting it down. I'll put it down. Where's its scabbard? I need to put it in its scabbard. I need to return it.
I thought it was a sheath.
All right. Sheath and Keela. I'll put that back on there. It's a good diet soda though. I like this. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Is that Keith and Sheila?
It is. But on a hot summer day, Jay.
Whose parents was that?
No, Judy Jones. On a hot summer day, you take this diet Cheerwine, especially if you got some nice pellet ice. Fill you a cup up and dunk this in there.
I'm not a big fan of pellet ice.
Okay. Oh, cubed ice, whatever you like,
That's a
Jay.
southern thing, pellet ice.
I love it. But fill this up and get it nice and cold. Maybe even throw you a little lime wedge in there. I would recommend for a little treat here and there. But it's a great diet soda. And to me, it's not as intrusive as the regular soda, which is like sweet. You know what I mean? It's good, but it's got that sweet that just kind of stays with you for too long.
Yeah.
Too much corn sugar. even though this has got the artificial bologna in it, it feels better in your mouth.
It's sweet. It's carbony.
It is. We've not actually picked up a chip to do.
We got chips over there.
Grab one, Jay. I'll let you pick it. What we got going on over there?
We'll try this Lay's.
Okay, Jay's saying we're going to do this one here now. It's one of these Lay's flavor swaps. Which
You're only down to one chip, by the way.
We did the Korean barbecue Lay's flavor swap, and they suck. It tasted awful.
That's a, what did you say, flavor swap?
Flavor swap, which is a weird thing Lay's was doing. So this is a smoked Gouda and chive. Sounds great to me. Take a few of those. Here, I'll just put you some down here. How about that? And then hold that guy up while we're trying them out. What do you think?
They're like regular cheddar and sour cream chips.
Cheddar and sour cream is what I first thought.
Nothing special. I mean,
If the flavor is different, it's not different enough. If anything, it tastes like a slight variation of the cheddar and sour cream.
very light flavor.
Very
Not a-
light.
Yeah, not a whole lot of flavor to it.
They're good, don't get me wrong. Nothing special. I wouldn't cross the street to get these instead of something else. But,
I wouldn't kick it out of bed, though.
no, but a good chip.
Yeah, pretty good.
I wonder if they've taken the cheddar and sour cream and just altered it slightly,
Change the name.
change the name, make a thing about it.
Maybe.
But it's good, but very light. Very light. Anyhow, I don't know if I threw a graphic up. I throw a graphic? Anyhow, it's going to wrap up a chip chow.
Yeah.
We had a good time here tonight, Jay, and
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
did. I
get
had a
quite
really-
as drunk
I had a real good time.
as I did last week.
Possum made this a good show.
We have a live possum in the house. This is crazy.
Maybe we'll have some pictures next week. Just before and after photos or something.
People are going to think this is all an act. We're trying to be funny. This is really a freaking possum in the house.
Yeah. I want to exit that way after the show. Instead of that way.
I'll keep it moving. I don't care. Hell, end of the month, I may ask him for a little bit of old rent money. Get a little bit back on my mortgage. I'll kill you.
All right. He's ready. He's ready to go off the air, I think.
Because y'all don't want to see what's about to go down.
This will be a good time to go.
Woo! I'll tell you what, baby.
I don't have to sit here and bore the audience while you.
Be the man,
yeah.
Jay,
Yeah.
you got to beat the man.
How you do that?
Styling and profiling.
Woo!
Woo! Hey, thanks for joining us, Grown Man Record Night. There'll be no program next week because I got to do the on-call business. So we'll catch you in 2 weeks. Tell some folks about the damn YouTube channel. The viewership dropped off a little bit, probably because I have a substance abuse problem. Whatever. You could discriminate against somebody. Where's your empathy, brother? Give me a little bit of time on it. I'm trying to work on my life. But check us out, man. For sure, I'll post some shit on the Facebook page. But we need to pick up those, send some links to some people to watch us on the YouTubes. And get our views up. Tell your friend.
Maybe come up with a referral program.
Tell your uncle. I would say tell your mom. I'm pretty sure she already knows about it. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. But for sure, your mom already knows about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Grown Man Record Night. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for Jay joining us.
Thank you. Stay on the flip
Peace,
side.
love, and taco grease to Steve and his family as we think about him as they say goodbye this evening or this weekend. And we'll catch you in a couple weeks here on the lovely, the famous, the world infamous Grown Man Record Night. And thanks for watching the program. We'll see you next time.